Moving right along in our series on the Magic 10K method. Make sure if you haven't already that you download the workbook that goes along with it, because it walks through this process even more in depth and gives you journaling prompts to actually put this into practice. To get that, all you need to do is message me on Instagram. In the last video, we covered the second pillar. You need all 4 pillars to click into place before you can hit 10K, 15K, and honestly, beyond. So we're continuing on with the second pillar. Make sure you go back and watch the other videos if you haven't already, because you have to have all 4 of them in order for this to work. So pillar 2 is magic, manifestation, and the self-concept. We talked a lot about the self-concept in the last video, but I really want to go into the 2 types of spells. So if we're talking a little bit more in the magical realm, there are 2 types of spells. There's probably more than that, but we're going to go over the 2 main types of spells when it comes to creating magic, specifically around business and money. And the 2 types of spells are the first type that we often ignore, and that kind of bleeds into the next pillar, but that is the spells that you are under. The second is the spells that you cast. So there are 2 types of spells: the spells that you're under, the spells that you cast. When you're born, you are born in a pure positive potential. You are encoded for everything that you want to do this lifetime. But life happens, and everything that you learn when you are growing up, all of the good, the bad, and the ugly, become encoded in our subconscious, like programming. And they become spells that are cast over us that keep us from believing that we can carry out everything that we want to carry out, that we can do all of the things that we want to do. Specifically, there's so many spells cast over us around money and what it actually takes to manifest it, to allow it in. But the good news is that we also can cast new spells that allow us to break the old ones and create a new reality. To Quantum Leap. You may or may not know, I have an audio experience to Quantum Leap in the link in my bio. So you can check that out in addition to this series, because it will really allow you to move beyond some of those old spells. Pause to read these spells that you may be under, and go to the next video where we are going to talk about the 3rd pillar, subconscious recoding, also where we're casting new powerful spells that break the old spells. This is important. And follow